not claim to represent the views and opinions of the United States military, nor to pretend to believe all veterans have our shared opinion.
Well, anyways, welcome to Pull Up and Ready Warm Edition, and we're back again. And this time, we're not alone.
Ooh, we got a special one for us today.
Definitively,
Definitely
we are
not
not
James.
alone in the universe.
You are not alone. I am here. Okay. Anyways, so you all know how this works, Mister Definitely Not James.
Definitely
You-
not.
You are on the hot seat, so every headline we have is going to be directed at you specifically. And no, I'm just kidding. But we get to talk about them as veterans because we know everything. James knows the most, or definitely not James. Most knows most. So let's get on with it. Or do we want to go back through the headline or the intro, like when we talked about what's
Hold
going on?
How do we do this show? Oh, too
I
late. Headline's
forgot.
already up. Headline's already up. Let's roll.
Pentagon prepares for war ahead of Pelosi Taiwan visit.
It's aimed at you, not James.
I mean, that's
Remember?
probably the most accurate headline I've heard in a long time. If I was receiving Nancy Pelosi as an ambassador from anywhere, I'd want to shoot those fuckers too. So I mean, that's probably the most accurate headline we've seen in 40 years or better.
Oh, come on, dude. You know she's bringing ice cream and vodka.
Well, that's true. Yeah, but she's also bringing communism.
Isn't Taiwan a foe of ours, not an enemy?
No,
Taiwan's not a friend of ours?
it is a friend.
Yes.
Yeah, a foe. No, a foe, not a friend. A foe and enemy is the same
a
thing.
deer I shot oh, that's doe. Oh, wrong song. Sorry, Nate.
Is Taiwan part of NATO?
Yes, and it's right next to Turkey.
Okay, just checking.
I thought it was the potatoes that was beside the turkey.
Yeah, definitely the potatoes. So the Pentagon prepares for war. Then why the hell are you sending her? Like,
Maybe they're hoping that she'll be one of the first casualties.
I don't think. Well, the Pentagon probably would send her because the Pentagon's about just as brainwashed as the White House is too right now.
what about the vice president? I mean, she practically speaks the language. She can talk in circles, so it doesn't matter what she's saying. They just smile and nod. Like, why not send her? Why is it sending Pelosi anyway?
That's your next president pretty soon.
I don't get it. I don't understand why they're sending
president.
You're president.
We're all Americans, right?
Well, dude, we don't know who the president is right now.
It's definitely not James.
It's definitely not James.
But maybe
Definitely
it should
not
be.
James is the president.
Maybe it should be.
Vote for definitely not James 2024.
All right. Well, I think Taiwan is pretty important because doesn't Taiwan? I thought Taiwan was the. They're not the battery. That's the Taiwan has all our chips, right?
Well,
Doesn't Taiwan
according
have
to the according to that Armageddon movie, American components, Russian components, all made in Taiwan.
Yeah. No, I think it's true. I think they're the biggest chip manufacturer in the world.
Yeah,
The
which
what?
is why the Congress just passed that bill today to
What?
incentivize.
What?
I
Holy
called it!
cow! Definitely not James. You got these down. Like, what's going on? So tell us about that bill, huh, Chip?
Yeah, they're forking up all this money to incentivize more domestic chip production.
Like Doritos
Oh.
and Tostitos, or
I was gonna say I have no love for any chip that doesn't come without salsa. So that's my biggest beef with my debit card right now.
salsa, guac, or queso. I'm in.
Yeah.
So is
Isn't
Pelosi
it all from Mexico too?
is Pelosi going over to Taiwan to get the instructions how to make a chip?
I don't
that what
know.
She's taking 52 billion with her.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's it. Maybe she's bringing some of that money over there and say, hey, can we get the plans for your chip makers?
I mean, I thought Frito-Lay and all them were domestic.
Made in
You're on
China.
the wrong chips, dude.
Oh, sorry.
And then don't talk about Bill either, because Bill's the wrong Bill.
This guy's got me thinking about guac and all that other stuff. Blame him. Guacamole.
Bill. Is that Bill Clinton? Or
Yeah,
Bill? Is that Bill?
I'm hungry, guys. Wish I had chips come back with. That'd be even more funny. So Taiwan, I'm not. Yeah, I don't know this either. But Taiwan builds all the chips for like with the vehicles and stuff that you're talking about, and now we're giving them $52 billion to build more chips.
No. That's money to incentivize chips to be built domestically. They're trying to incentivize American companies. That's what that. It's going to be $52 billion probably in grants or tax cuts, to move their production of chips from Taiwan to here on U.S. soil. Like, wait. Is Congress actually trying to bring jobs back to America? I thought that's what the last administration was supposed to be trying to do. And we villainized him for that.
We've had the biggest job growth in U.S. history these past year and a half.
What department did they create?
The
had
department,
to create some government department.
The department of come back to work after you got laid off.
No, there had to have been a new Space Force or some department that was formed, because that's the only way they create jobs in the government.
I think Trump created Space Force, though.
Well, it doesn't matter. Did. I don't care who did. That's the point.
It was also a fantastic series on Netflix. If nobody's watched that yet, with Steve Carell, hilarious.
No. Well, we passed $52 billion, but you know what we need? We just need $7 billion more.
Biden admin estimates they need $7 billion to respond to monkeypox.
So maybe we should only pass $45 billion chip bill and use the other $7 billion for monkeypox.
Why does monkeypox need $7 billion?
Yes, and they're talking about it only affects a small percentage of communities. That is men on men who have sex.
Oh,
they need
get
$7
the fuck
billion
out of here with that, man. They said the same thing about AIDS in the 80s. Okay, like I don't buy that generalization. That's all I'm saying.
It just happens to be the most of the people that have monkeypox right now.
I'll give you $7 billion to buy it.
I don't know anybody with monkeypox. Do you have monkeypox?
No.
Okay.
Nope, I got the vaccine. I'm good.
So then why would you believe him?
He's looking mighty cute.
I mean, there's a reason why I never went to prison, okay? I'm too pretty for that shit.
Yeah.
They would have called it James Pox.
No, it would be the definitely not James Pox.
Right.
The too
$7
pretty
billion
for prison Fox.
They just spent $52 billion in chips. Take $7 billion away and
what do you do with $7 billion? What are you going to do with $7 billion? Like,
vaccine.
Trying to get more COVID money?
That's my question.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is wreaking so much havoc with monkeypox that it needs $7 billion?
$7 billion, like billion.
All we need is 6 more Powerballs and we can get it, because it's over $1 billion right now.
Oh my god!
Cue the next headline.
You stand the same chance of getting the Powerball as you do getting monkeypox.
No, with his promiscuous behavior, he's got a considerably higher probability of monkeypox.
His?
No.
Or his. These damn cameras are backwards.
Yeah, I can't figure out which way I'm going.
I feel like the opening credits of the Brady Bunch,
right.
I don't understand why these cameras are reversed.
I blame white people.
You know what else is reversed?
This is my favorite headline. Game of Thrones prequel will scale back sex scenes.
Yeah, because they don't want to spread. They don't want to spread monkeypox.
Look, I'm not a prude, okay? In fact, I think somebody in this room can attest. I literally watched a movie just because there was some nudity in it. Not that I wanted to, you know what I mean? But the point I'm getting at is the Game of Thrones, I really did enjoy the plot for the first 4 seasons, but I literally, the first time I went to watch it, I couldn't watch it because every time my kids came through, there was a new sex scene that was even irrelevant to the plot. And I was just like, this is ridiculous. I can't even watch this unless I'm alone. And then it's probably more dangerous being alone watching it.
And then lotion came out, and yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's probably a good thing. It's a good thing. We could actually watch the movie and then go watch pornography if we want to see the rest.
The
Maybe
first
they
time I
should-
watched Game of Thrones. Oh, I haven't seen one episode yet. Sorry, I can't comment.
Oh, really? Dude, you gotta watch it.
I,
Well, the
I
first four
personally,
episodes.
I wholeheartedly support the gratuitous sex scenes of Game of Thrones.
Too much. It's too much.
Prude.
Yeah, whatever, man. I want to watch the movie.
That's part of it.
No,
Well,
because
maybe
think
they
about
should just they should just make 2 editions,
Come on,
right?
think-
Like, you know, the Jim Prude edition,
And then
and
our
the
edition.
definitely not James. I want to see Khaleesi's boobies edition.
You're missing a point. You're missing a point because how many times, like, let's men, for example.
Okay,
Men.
What do they say about men? They only have enough blood to fill one brain at a time, right? So if I'm
I only
watching all
have
these,
one brain. Joke's on you.
I get it. I get it. But so if I'm watching all these sex scenes, I don't even remember what the plot was about. I don't even remember who's in the story. Then I lose the movie, and then I got to go rewatch the scene again.
Yeah, like
And
I
again,
gotta see
and
Khaleesi's
again,
boobies twice
and
in
again.
one night. Darn. I mean, I'm just saying, like, well, I mean, you were talking about your kids. You wouldn't watch it because, you know, the gratuity. Well, here's the thing, okay? They're decapitated and dismembered human beings on there. I'm not going to watch that with my kids around either. So, I mean, if the majesty of the nude human body is what is the deal breaker between what you do or do not allow your children to watch, maybe you need to reconsider what your priorities are.
No, and you know what? I'm going to rebut that because it's
Please
not
do.
common. It's not common to see people's heads cut off every day. It is definitely common people having sex every day. So yes, my kids see this in the world and they see it on TV. They start to see things, but they don't see heads cut off every day. That's like fantasy to them.
Well, obviously, they're not putting their time in on Al Jazeera now, are they?
No, apparently not.
Does that station still exist?
Of course it does.
Yeah.
It's one of the largest news networks in the world.
Jim, is that where you get your headlines
News
from?
networks.
I should. Remember, I should.
There you
We
go.
could do
Go look
some-
at
We can do
Al
some
Jazeera
They
reaction
headlines.
probably
videos.
have a lot better jokes.
We can do reaction videos from Al Jazeera.
I'm in. Let's get some Al Jazeera headlines.
Yeah. Either way, man, I'm glad to see Game of Thrones back if it's going to be real. The prequel, I don't know. I don't know if I can get into the prequel. I wish they'd just go back and fix the end of it.
I mean, as long as it doesn't suck as bad as the Star Wars prequels did.
Well, does Disney own Game of Thrones? Oh, that's right. I'm original 3 Star Wars guy. The prequels weren't terrible, but they weren't great, and then the rest of it.
They were
garbage.
better than the garbage that Disney put out, though.
Yes, of course. Well, let's say better plot-wise, but not
Yeah.
cinematography. I mean, everybody gets lost in the cinematography because it's gotten a lot better. You know what I mean? Cameras
Well,
can
yeah.
do amazing things and really talented shots here and there, but the plot and everything was stupid. So, anyways, we're not talking about Star Wars. We're talking about Game of Thrones. We're not talking about any of it. We're just gonna do what we got to do, unless you got any alibis. James, you seem to be picking all the stuff out of the headlines. So, I mean, not James. Sorry, I keep calling you James. I'm misnaming you. Is that a sin or a crime or?
How dare you assume my name?
Nate, you all right? I don't know if you're frozen or just.
No, I'm not.
Like,
Yeah, I'm just listening. I don't watch Game of Thrones or Star Wars, so I'm like totally out of this conversation.
Whoa.
But now that there's so much nudity, guess what I'm going to watch tonight?
Star
Game
Wars.
of Thrones. So I guess I'm going to start tonight.
Look, I encourage you. I really did like Game of Thrones up until like maybe the 4th or 5th season. After that, it just started getting to be like every other predictable movie. and then the ending was such a disappointment.
Is it a movie or is it a?
It's a series, but I'm saying,
yeah.
I'm saying if you could condense it into a movie, it'd be a really long ass movie. But you know what I mean. So anyway,
It's not the length of your movie; it's how you watch it.
yeah. And I watched all of it in 2 weeks. So that'd be a heck of a movie. But I could, because I got to binge watch it because I can't have my kids hovering around watching beheadings. Because every time I leave for town, I see beheadings, and you should see them at Starbucks.
I still don't understand the relevancy.
What do you mean?
I mean, you would think that the more obscure would be more jarring. A nude human form is something that you see every time you get in the shower.
Yeah, but they're watching that stuff on YouTube anyway.
That should be less disarming than the beheaded body that they don't see every day.
Yeah, but you're watching. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. When you're watching the movie and somebody's cutting somebody's head off, you're watching somebody cut somebody's head off. When there's sex in the movie, there could be a character over here talking and nobody even knows what they're saying. Because you're watching the sex, not the character. Because it's all over in there.
Well, that sounds like something that you might need to work out with your therapist, Jim.
You got to pay attention to the plot, Jim. You got to listen to the whole story. You can't focus on one thing. You got to be open-minded.
Maybe
you're a bunch of hypocrites. You guys must be liberalized. You hypocrites.
Next headline.
There is no more headlines. That's it. We're done.
Oh.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for coming, James. Not James. Definitely not James. We appreciate you.
One day you'll get his name right.
Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. If he's not something, then he's not something. Who cares what I say? But yeah, thanks again for showing up there. Definitely not James. Thank you for Nate for showing up again as usual. And thank you all for tuning in and giving your opinions on Game of Thrones, because I know that's going to be in the topics. Forget about the rest of the headlines.
We're getting comments. We're getting comments on this episode.
Oh yeah, because Game of Thrones, sex.
Got comments.
Got nice.
Game of Thrones. Right?
I got it, dude. Yeah,
you got it. You got.
All right. Yeah. Until next time. Godspeed.
And pull the pin ready. Boom.
Thanks for joining us here. Pull the pin already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinion. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.